It's the real and raw, the international draw, the IPW heavyweight champion, August Artois, and you are tuned in to the Island Pro Wrestling State of the Union podcast.
A big welcome to the show from your Island Pro Wrestling heavyweight champion, August Artois. And a big welcome to the show from the Deuce. Welcome to the month of May, which means Island Rumble is just around the corner. We're about 2 weeks away from the biggest matchup that we have ever seen here. And there will be 25 competitors entering the Island Rumble match, all fighting for an opportunity at that Island Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Winner of the Island Rumble match gets a title shot at Game Over in July. What exactly is the Rumble match? I know you're all familiar, but I'll run it down anyway. We'll start off with 2 competitors in the ring. Which 2? Well, all 25 names are going to be tossed into a hat. We're just going to draw them out in order. So the first 2 drawn, number 1 and 2, will start in the ring. As the match starts, the only way you lose is by being thrown over the top rope or exiting over the top rope, and both feet have to hit the floor. If that happens, you're out. Every 90 seconds, somebody else enters the match until we've gotten all 25 competitors out there. Last man standing gets the IPW Heavyweight Champion at Game Over. And we will be ending the night with that massive Rumble matchup. But how are we kicking off the night? With the VIP show. So if you go to islandprowrestling.com right now, you can still get some VIP tickets while they're available. What would you get if you get a VIP ticket? Well, you get early access to the venue and a VIP pre-show, which means you are going to get the best seats in the house. But that's not all. You also, as a VIP ticket holder, will get a VIP swag pack from Island Pro Wrestling. And those 2 matches in the VIP show have massive debuts. You'll get to see the international debut of Sage Scott. And Brenda Pipes makes her Island Pro Wrestling debut as well as part of the IPW Women's Division. August Artois can't be in the Rumble. He's the current IPW Heavyweight Champion, but he still wants to have some action up here, and now he's risking it all. He decided to run a lottery on his own. He pulled a name out of a hat, and who did he get? Well, Ricky Mortis is going to be the lucky competitor who gets an opportunity at the Island Rumble for the IPW Heavyweight Championship title. Winner of this match will be who the Rumble winner faces. This is massive. This is huge. Came unexpected for Ricky. Now he's backed into a corner. And August may think he's got things under control. But if I remember back to Season 1, Dude's Doing Things tried to back Ricky into a corner a few times. It did not pan out.
August Artois. Looks like I'm the lucky one who finally gets to shut you up. I don't know much about you, but I do know you like to run your mouth and get in people's faces. Well, I'm here, busting my ass in that ring every single day. You're talking your way to the top. Disrespecting every single thing I love about this business. Well, August, you can keep talking all you want, but on May 16th, you better be ready to wrestle.
The Ghost gets his time in the spotlight as he is an IPW Heavyweight Championship match. But who else will have their time in the spotlight? You know it. The Port Citys Finest Kayden will be hosting another episode of My Time right at Game On, Island Rumble. And his guest is going to be, from the Symphony of Wrestling, sassy Stormie Hale. The Ultimate Female has been busy as of late. She's had trading blows with Salem Wilder at the last couple of events, but she's been busier than that. Her and the Symphony of Wrestling have been getting into Rick Owens and Katie Lynn's hair quite a bit. I'm sure there's lots to talk about. And the Port Citys Finest is not only the #1 contender for Rugged Rick Owens' PEI Championship, but being the talk show host, he's bound to get to the bottom of this situation. This isn't the only situation that's unfolded from Kayden's My Time. Ryan Dennim was the very first guest on the very first edition of My Time. They didn't get along too well. Kayden's next guest was the Mauler. They spent a lot of time mocking how the Ryan Dennim segment went. And then at TakeOver, Mauler seemed fueled about all of this. He came out to the ring, and he interfered in Ryan Dennim's matchup with the Ultimate Male Zane Valentine, breaking Apples the Horse. Later that night, Ryan Dennim got a little bit of payback as he took Mauler out of the Fatal 4-Way and ruined his opportunity at getting that PEI Championship title shot. Well, it's all coming to a head at Game On Island Rumble, as we will see Ryan Dennim versus James Manning as the Wanted Man and the Mauler go one-on-one.
Yeehaw! Let's go! IPW Game On, May 16th. Now listen, I just got off the phone with IPW management, and they're telling me that not only am I going to be in the biggest Rumble in PEI history, but I'm also getting an opportunity at revenge. As I go mano a mano against that dirty, stinking varmint that broke the back of my dear friend Apples, my horse. That's right, folks. The Wanted Man, Ryan Dennim, against the Mauler, James Manning, at IPW Game On. Get your tickets now, folks. This is going to be an event you don't want to miss. I'll see you in Cornwall, May 16th.
I want you to tell me, Dennim. I want you to tell me how it felt. I want to know how it felt when you were holding your trusted steed's broken body in your arms. I want you to tell me how it felt when you looked into Apple's eyes and saw its soul leave this mortal coil. You want to know how I felt, Dennim? I felt euphoric. I felt absolutely fan-friggin-tastic breaking Apple's body across my knee. I rejoiced in watching your mind shatter as the fantasy fractured inside your head. Because you see, this is what pro wrestling needs. Alright, this is the culling. I'm tired of seeing make-believe cowboys riding around here. This is a sport where men beat the crap out of each other. So that's why, Dennim, because I want you to embrace all of your hate and anger. I want you to bring the absolute worst you can against me. And you're going to get your opportunity for your pound of flesh on May 16th in Cornwall, Prince Edward Island at Island Pro Wrestling's Game On Island Rumble. You and I are going to go one-on-one. But when you step in that ring, I don't want the Wanted Man. I don't want the cowboy. No, I want the man of Ryan Dennim. Because rest assured, when you get in the ring with me, you're getting the hate mongerer. You're getting the body bagger. You're getting the horse killer. You are going to be getting the Mauler James Manning.
It's easy for me to get tied up in all of this action that's happening, but Game On's got some bigger reasons to exist, like how Island Pro Wrestling supports the PEI Humane Society. Yes, once again, we'll be taking donations for the Humane Society. We'll be hosting a 50-50 draw with proceeds going to the Humane Society, and as always, there'll be a few select memorabilia items from IPW that you can purchase where 100% of the dollars go to the shelter. Keep an eye out for the Furry Friends posts that we've started sharing to raise awareness for the animals in need at the shelter right now. You can do your part. Go to the PEIHumaneSociety.com. Check it out. There's a million ways you can help them, from food, volunteer time, dollars. And you know what else you could do? There's fostering and maybe rehoming an animal. Go to IslandProWrestling.com. Get your tickets because they are moving fast. We are at the Cornwall APM Center. That's right. This is going to be an amazing show. Make sure you hit up our buddies at Sam's Restaurant and Pub in Cornwall just down the street before you get there. And I'll see you from ringside.